It's been a week since Super Street Fighter 4 has been released here in North America. Some people managed to pick up the game earlier than its release date. I've heard Walmart was actually releasing the game earlier than its release date too, according to the Fighters Generation website. But anyways, Super Street Fighter 4, it's a week old. I managed to play the game for a couple times. I did pick up the copy when it was released, obviously. What are my thoughts about it? Well, I don't think I'm going to review Super Street Fighter 4 sometime in the future because it will be just a repeat of my Street Fighter 4 review. Not much has changed, which is a good thing because I thought the original Street Fighter 4 was a great game. This one actually took an already great game and improved on it by adding 10 more characters, um, an improved online mode, or I like to say improved. I'll get to that later. That's my only tangent. Uh, but I don't think I'm not sure if it's game's fault or my connection or whatever. But I've been having some connection issues with some of the people who live closer to me. Um, every time we try to do an online match, or hell, we can't even get into the same lobby together in most matches for reasons unknown. And and of course, when the sometimes not all the time, but sometimes when I would have a match with a friend and we would get to round two, it would freeze up and the connection will fail and will kick us back into the main menu. And I'm starting. That's what's irritating me. I'm not sure if this is the game's fault or maybe it is just my internet connection. I don't know. But that kind of ticked me off. However, I was able to do a couple of ranked matches, and I was still able to do a lot of endless battles without a hitch, and a couple of team battles as well. Online wise, it's okay with the few exceptions I mentioned. Now, uh, I don't know what changes were made to the characters already, other than their second ultras, but um, I did notice that Ryu's Shoryuken does a little less damage, even though it's a two-hit Shoryuken, which is weird. But okay, I can adapt to that. Seth still plays the same way. Um, he hasn't changed much. In fact, he's gotten easier if he uses his second Ultra, which is, I forgot what it was called, the Tandem Typhoon. It's where he basically sucks you up with his Tandem engine, which is that little yin yang in the center of ball, center of his body. And when he does that attack to you in mid range, and if you block, it will suck you in. It will do some chip damage. Sometimes it will do enough chip damage to fill up your ultra meter. And once he's done, you can actually quickly counter with an ultra attack. Um, I managed to kick his ass with Ryu's Mesu Shoryuken because of that on the hardest difficulty setting. So Seth wise, he's still cheap. He's whatever you thought of him in Street Fighter 4, in the original Street Fighter 4, won't change when you play him in Super Street Fighter 4. I mean, his boss stage design is completely different. The laboratory is like crumbling to pieces, which looks really cool. How many stages were added to Super Street Fighter 4? There's the Metro City construction stage. There's Africa. There's, I think, India and Korea. And to be honest, the India and Korea stages almost look the same to me. They also remixed all the music tracks, which you can find on YouTube, including some of the characters who existed in Street Fighter 4 but never got their soundtrack remix, like Balrog and Vegas. And of course, all 10 new additions are actually fun to use. Well, alright, scratch that, most of them. I haven't played as Adon yet because, to be honest, I never really liked Adon and in Street Fighter Alpha. And he was also a sub boss in Street Fighter 1, but you never were able to play as the other characters apart from Ryu and Ken. But I never really gave two shits about Adon and Street Fighter Alpha, so I really didn't give a damn about him in Super Street Fighter 4. Oh, good. What kind? Ah, fuck it. My friend just earned achievement on the game. And who else? For some reason, I wanted to give Cody a second chance because, and again, just like Adon, I really did not like Cody that much in Street Fighter Alpha 3, but in Super Street Fighter 4, I thought he'd be more fun to use. I don't know, and he is actually a little bit interesting. I do love his second ultra. It's the funniest ultra ever. You know, he starts it off by kicking dirt in the opponent's face, and he whacks him upside the head with a wrench, and he pulls out a lead pipe and swings it at the opponent, and then he gets knocked out of the ballpark like a baseball. Funny as hell. Um, Dudley, he actually plays a little better than he did in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, and he's even got his little upward spiral missile attack that he got from Street Fighter 3 Second Impact. However, it's a charger move this time, and even though this is a returning edition, I do not see myself using that attack from time to time. And how's Jury, the the real brand new addition to the game? She is actually really fun to use, and I'm really liking her, and I'm actually finding myself playing more with her. So she's a possibility that she'll be my new main to replace Ryu. I don't know. Um, Hakan, also a really fun character to use. Um, and by the way, I know a lot of people bitched about his design and everything. Just so you know, Street Fighter 2 did have Blanca back at the height of its popularity. A green Brazilian monkey man who uses electrical attacks. And don't get me started on the characters of Street Fighter 3. So yeah, there's been some freaky characters in the Street Fighter series. And Hakan was no big surprise to his design. I am kind of surprised he is red skinned, possibly due to sunburn, who knows. But other than that, I thought, whatever. Turkish oil wrestler. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Who else did I get to play as? I did get to play as Makoto, but I still suck with her. I need to practice more with her. Um, I did play some of Balrog. Still need some improvement with him. Overall, there's really not much to say. I mean, they added a shitload of new content, and it is definitely worth the $40, but there are some people out there who probably won't buy the game because they already have a copy of Street Fighter 4, even though I still recommend that you should pick up Super Street Fighter 4 because 10 new characters. They brought back the breaking of the car. Oh, by the way, if you were to be able to play as Cody or Guy when you break the cars, after you wreck the car, the Mad Gear thug actually goes up and goes, "Oh my car!" As a throwback to the original Final Fight game. It's funny as hell. They also brought back Break the Barrels. And what else? Improved Online. What else am I forgetting? There's going to be a tournament mode that's going to be added in June, and I think that's free of charge, I hope. Um, Another thing that still pisses me off is that the alternate costumes for for Super Street Fighter 4 is still DLC when they should have been in the game in the first place as unlockables. Because I'd rather unlock the costumes by performing a certain task than to pay with them with my money. But that really ticked me off. Well, that's anything else. So yeah, Super Street Fighter 4. If you like Street Fighter 4, I say just go ahead and pick up the Super Street Fighter 4. If you didn't, I don't think this game will change your mind, unless if you are kind of biased and shallow and a favorite and you just happen to and your favorite character happened to be Dudley or Makoto and you want to buy the game just for that, then go right ahead or whatever. But this Super Street Fighter 4, I do see myself playing that game um, a lot in the future. Well, that's my three-part series of vlogs. I'm totally getting rid of this makeup now. With that, Dark Scream 217 signing out.